our live show that we do every Thursday at 7 o'clock. Getting a little bit of an early head start today. Got a lot of stuff I want to talk about, so I wanted to kind of go into the show with you guys and talk about kind of what's going on in the market. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, joining the channel. So it means a lot to us. That's why we're here. Hope you guys, I don't know what you guys think about the shirt. I wanted to wear it on the show tonight. I just got this new Robert Graham shirt. I love Robert Graham. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. My daughter said I look like Jafar, and my son really loves the shirt. And so I was just curious to see what do you guys think? I don't know if you guys are familiar with Robert Graham. He's one of my favorite clothing designers. If you guys don't like it, I won't wear it again, but I'm a big fan of his shirts. I don't know what you guys think of the back of it, and then there's the front of it. But I thought I'd wear it tonight and then see what everybody says about it. So if you don't like it, I won't wear it again. But I don't know. I've kind of gotten mixed views about it. So I do love his clothes, though. If you guys out there looking for some awesome shirts, Robert Graham has got some awesome stuff. But anyway, I appreciate everyone watching the show and got a lot of great stuff to talk about tonight. Every Thursday, we do our Talk with Angelo show where we come on live, talk about great content with respect to real estate, the markets, lending. I've been actively lending in America for almost 20 years now, doing all different types of loans, conventional, FHA, VA, commercial, hard money loans, all across the country, guys. We've been doing this. We've helped literally hundreds of thousands of people, lent billions of dollars, giving capital to people all over America to help them to accomplish their dreams, their goals of finance. That's why we're here, to educate people, to make a difference, to empower them, to teach them about lending. And then obviously to make loans to you. You can call or text our office at 832-431-6331. You can always call it. We're open 7 days a week. We're one of the only commercial and residential lenders in the country that's actually open 7 days a week. So that's a really cool thing that's unique about our company. Most lenders, they close at 5 o'clock. They're closed on the weekend. We're here for you to take your call, help you with the finance, help you with lending, go over all these different things with you, and we answer your questions. You can ask me questions here. It's an open forum. You can talk to me live. That's what we do. So that's what really makes us different. And how we think that we're special is being able to offer credit, lending, and real estate services all under one roof. Nationwide provider. A lot of lenders don't do that. A lot of companies just do real estate. A lot of companies just do lending. A lot of companies just do credit by themselves. There isn't too many companies that do all those things under one umbrella and that are here at your service. So that is a really big thing with our company, what we're passionate about. So I would say that whoever you decide to go with your lending needs, make sure that they're passionate about what they're doing, right? Because if you're not passionate about what you're doing, then when push comes to shove and as things get hard, they may not be able to go the 10 rounds with you to help you to get you where you need to go. So there's a lot of good companies out there, and there's, and you can go, you have the choice to work with any company that you want to. We hope that you consider working with Angelo Christian for your lending needs. We want to be your financial resource, your hub for all of the loan financing that you need, whether it's residential, investment properties, commercial, hard money. We want to be your lender, your go-to to be able to help you, your source for finance when you need a loan. So we're here for you to help you to make that happen. So, and that's just a little bit of background about who we are, what we do. I started in this business when I was young adult, just fresh out of college, and been actively lending ever since in America. Turning people's lives around, changing lives, helping first-time buyers, helping veterans, helping investors, helping all kinds of people with their lending needs. So we want to be there to help you when it's your time, when you need a loan, when you need a mortgage. You can think about Angelo Christian, and you can always call or text us at that number, that 832 number. So we really appreciate all of your support. We have a lot of great followers, a lot of great viewers. We've got a ton of great reviews on Google this week. Remember how you can really help the company is by leaving a great solid review on Google. and we're offering free Amazon gift cards. When you leave a great review on Google, you just text us your email address, and then we'll email you a gift card. We also do free Amazon gift cards that we give away for on the show. And we do giveaways, throughout the year. We do TV giveaways, we do refrigerator giveaways, so we do all different types of free stuff. And it's just extra stuff to give away, to be different, to help people out. Starting even in 2022, we're going to be doing networking events again. So here in Texas and Florida, local networking events where you can come out if you want to meet with all of us and hang out. We're going to be doing these local networking events where we all get to hang out together. And those are really fun. Those are really cool. So we're going to start doing that again next year as we kind of emerge out of COVID and go into 2022. We plan on doing these meetups, and they're going to be fun meetups. We know there's food, dinner, drinking. We even have a gambling that comes in. So basically, we have a company that does craps. They do Texas Hold'em. They do 21. And they come into our office and they set up shop. They even do slot machines, and we all hang out and we have a good time. So we do that with all of our customers, our vendors, our business partners, clients, and we all just hang out and we have a great time. We usually do it at Hotel Zaza or Hotel Sorella, and we just hang out and we have a really good time there. So you'll see details about that, and you're welcome to come. If you're a customer, you're a subscriber, you're more than welcome to come and hang out with us. So. And obviously, if you guys have any questions about loans, that's the core of why we're here, is to help you, to answer your questions, whether that's with USDA, hard money loans, no-doc loans, asset-based loans, commercial loans, construction loans. We do all different types of loans. This week, we're helping somebody with everything from a RV park to a zoo, an aquarium, to a 500-unit, multi-unit ground-up construction, to hotels, to people, single-family people, home. Thousands of customers that we've helped this week just to buy their house or refinance, gift of equities, transfer of ownership into an LLC. All different types of loan situations that we encounter and that we help people with. So a lot of times, people have very difficult situations. Maybe they got an inheritance. I was talking to a client earlier that he has to take the loan out of his wife's name because the wife got a divorce with her ex-husband. Her ex-husband is still on the loan, and he's taking them to court to remove his name off of the property. He no longer has ownership of the property as his ex-wife does, and the new husband has to get a loan to buy the property from his wife to take the ex-husband off the loan. So that's a very complicated transaction. And sometimes, there's situations like that. We've seen where, a mother passes away and leaves the property to their family members, and the family members have to decide how they want to disperse the equity of the property and who's going to own the property and who's going to take on the new loan. We do those type of transactions, right? So this really makes us different, is trying to solve people's problems, trying to figure it out, and being there with them, and not just throwing them into a bucket with a million other customers like giant mortgage companies usually do. We are the boutique that's going to be here to give you the service, no matter how big we get, to help you the best that we can. We can't help everybody. There's some people that we're just not able to help, and we'll tell you, look, we can't help you, but maybe you can try this place or try that place. They might be able to do something better for you. Sometimes that's how it has to be. So, and we'll be very transparent and open with you. Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. Feel free to chime in, ask me any questions that you want. It's getting cold out there, guys. I don't care if you're in Texas, you're in, New York, you're in Connecticut, you're in Florida. It's getting cold. It's getting cold in Texas right now. So I know if it's cold in Texas, it's got to be cold where you guys are at watching this show, because it was cold here today. It's the coldest it's been in a long time. So, and I'm not a fan of the cold weather. I do not like the cold weather. I like the warm weather. That's why I live in the South. My wife is from upstate, up in the north, and she can handle the cold weather. I cannot. I'm a fraidy cat of the cold weather. So I'm just kind of hunkering down, hoping that this whole thing blows over soon. I've never been a fan of the cold weather, so. But anyway, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Kevin. Hope everyone's doing good. So, you know, and I have a lot of stuff that I want to talk about tonight too. And obviously, if you guys have stuff that you want to talk about, feel free to chime in and let me know what you're thinking or what your questions or concerns are. I have some stuff that I'm concerned about, and it's about with the real estate market going into. You love the cold? Oh, I can't stand it, man. I don't like it at all. I don't like the cold weather. I get very uncomfortable when I'm around the cold weather. But everybody's different. Everybody has different things they like. You do what you like, you know, and that's the main thing that matters. Everyone has different things they like. So I like the warm weather. But anyway, we are here. It's the winter. We're finishing up 2021. 2021 is almost over, guys. How does everyone feel? Are we happy with what we've accomplished, with where we are with our life? You know, or do we feel like we need to do more? I always feel like I need to do more. That's how I feel like, you know, we're winding down this year, and I feel, man, I should have done so much more with my kids, should have done so much more with my wife, my company, my team. I should have done better with revenue, help more customers, help more people. So, you know, and I always feel like that, like I always should be doing more. And I think that's what pushes me. And I hope that, you know, something inside of you wants you to go further and do more with your life. You know, we deal with customers all the time, and they feel like, you know, they're on the fence. They're scared about buying a house. They're worried about rejection, getting denied by a lender. And, you know, the biggest thing is that, and the whole thing with our company is transformation, accomplishing your dreams, accomplishing your goals, taking your life to the next level so you can have what you want, be what you want. That's really what we're about here with our company, is trying to help everyone achieve that pinnacle, that apex of success, so they can go to the next level, so they can descend. You know, so, and we're all about, you know, positivity, obviously being realistic, but being positive and showing you a way on how to make it happen. Good vibes, good mood, you know, positivity. So that's what our company, our culture is about here, and how we want to help everybody out there to make a difference with their life. So anyway, and obviously if you guys have any questions, you can always ask me questions. We're here as an open forum chat to answer anything that you have. Remember, like I said earlier, we're looking for, always looking for great Google reviews. If you leave us a great Google review, we'll pay you. Or if you refer anybody, we'll pay you with an Amazon gift card. That's just one of our ways to pay attribution, pay homage to you, to hook you up for you guys giving us a great review. We can hook you up and give you an Amazon gift card. Just send us an email with your email address, and then we'll send you over the Amazon gift card, and you just have to go and fill out a Google review with our company. It's Angelo Christian Mortgage on Google. Our goal is to grow our Google reviews. We have 370, I think 72. We're 4.7 rating on Google. And so we're always looking to get more and more positive reviews, positive feedback from clients that we've helped, helping people to get pre-approved, to get funding, and they leave great reviews. You can see we have a very high rating on Google. Those are real clients, real people that we've interacted with in some way. So we're always looking to grow that even more and more and more. So we appreciate all of your help and support with our show, with our channel. We work very hard every single day. I literally, you know, I work every day to grow my company, to add value, for branding, for education, for entertainment. We're working on a lot of entertainment stuff for next year. So, you know, that's our whole world, our whole thing is to try to help people to add value. So, anyway, and remember, if you guys always have any questions, you can always ask me questions. I'm happy to answer anything that's on your mind. I have a few things I want to talk about tonight, but if you have stuff that you want to talk about, just let me know and I'll answer those things. I don't know if anyone saw in the news this past week, the big thing, the big scare in real estate right now is Zillow. Zillow's been all over the news, all over America, because of what they're doing in the housing market. Has anyone seen what's happening with Zillow? Can anyone respond to that? Because it's quite scary if you've seen what Zillow is doing. Zillow has bought thousands and thousands of properties that they paid way over market for these homes, and now they're getting slaughtered. They're getting killed. And so now they're unloading all these properties, and it could have huge repercussions, ripple effects into the real estate market. So, in their CEO in their recent financial quarterly announcement said they're going to be, they bought like 7,700 homes, and they're going to take a huge several $100 million write down because they bought all these properties that are assets that are way overinflated, and they could be in big trouble. And it could mean, I don't think it's big enough to obviously cause a crash or any type of recession or depression or anything like that. I don't see that, but it goes to show you that when companies have a lot of money and they get very aggressive and get too greedy, it can cause issues and cause problems. There's going to be layoffs. There's going to be depressed real estate prices. It causes a whole bunch of problems. It also causes opportunities too, because real estate brokers are going to make commissions, lenders are going to make commissions when they close those deals. It could bring down some of the home prices, and that could help out. So it's not all bad, but it's just interesting to see that a company that could have done it so much better, and they had all that money and power, and they just kind of seemed like they mismanaged it, and obviously everyone has their own opinion about it. But so far, it doesn't look like it's helping the company at all for for the actions that they've taken. So it's just interesting to see, and I'm curious to see what all of you guys think out there about it. But if any of you guys have read any of the headlines on Zillow and what's going on with them, because it's kind of scary. And the thing that I don't know if that's a precursor or that leads into 2022 with because there is a lot of concern, and I had a podcast about this earlier in the week, and going into next year, is the market going to crash next year? Are we facing some type of recession in 2022? There's been a lot of fear, and I don't know, and I've kind of expressed my thoughts about what I think is going to happen next year, and I still stand firm on that. Even though this recent phenomenon with Zillow, I still believe that we're going to see interest rates go up. We're going to see home prices kind of stabilize a little bit or contract. But I saw today in Forbes, there was an investment banker with Goldman Sachs predicting 18% increase in real estate for 2022, another 18% gain. To me, that's mind-blowing. I can't even believe it, that he would think we'd have another 18% annual increase in real estate property values next year. But that's his prediction. And he could be right. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. Or I could be right or he could be wrong. You don't know. That's the thing. I mean, nobody really has a crystal ball. But obviously there is sensibility, hopefully. At least in the long run there is. Sometimes in the short run things get out of hand. But usually in the long run things stabilize, right? So, I'm, for 2022, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw, interest rates go up another 0.5%. I would not be surprised about that. And so, and kind of what I was saying, good evening, Ishmael. So kind of like what I was saying, last week, what I've been talking about for the last 6 weeks is that if you're thinking about buying a house or getting a loan, it's better to do it sooner than later. Because if interest rates go up another 0.5%, that can affect you from qualifying. It'll lower your approval amount by at least $100,000. So let's say that you're going to get approved for a $400,000 home. If an interest rate goes up 0.5%, that will affect you from $400,000 down to a $300,000 approval. So it's a big hit to what you can qualify for. So I'm a big advocate of telling people, hey, look, now if you're thinking about getting a loan, do it sooner than later, because if interest rates go up another 0.5%, it's going to eat into how much you can qualify for. And the biggest thing that we hear from people every single day is, hey, Angelo, I can't find a house for this price. Hey, Angelo, I can't, the prices are higher and higher and higher. The builders are not selling homes for this price. I need more pre-approval. I need a higher pre-approval. Well, if interest rates go higher, you're not going to be able to get a higher pre-approval because your payment's going to be higher, right? So think about that because it's really important and it can affect you. And so why we're telling you that we believe that if you're trying to get a loan, you're trying to buy a house, do it sooner than later. Don't sit on the fence and wait because it will affect how much you can qualify for. I mean, and here's the thing, we have facts to back it up. Yeah, well, I mean, so Angela, there's a lot of ways you can get down payment money. We have first-time buyer zero down programs. You can get a gift for the money. You can get the closing costs rolled into the loan. So you have a lot of options, So like Ishmael, if you make $90,000 in California, you could probably qualify for a $400,000 to $500,000 house. Now, that's with today's rates. If interest rates go up 0.5%, it might affect you down to $350,000. Okay? That's what I'm trying to tell you. See, Ishmael, you might qualify right now for $450,000. But that's with a 3.5% rate. If rates go to 4%, then you might be dropped down to $350,000. You see what I'm saying? That's a big difference. And Angela, if you're making $60K, you could probably qualify to buy a house right now at $300,000. But if rates go up 0.5%, then you would only qualify for $250,000 or $220,000 because the interest rate's gone higher. So when the interest rate goes higher, your payment's going to go higher, so that's going to pull down how much you can qualify for on the loan. Okay? So this is an important thing because it's going to affect you on your buying power and how much you're going to be eligible for. So remember, for every 0.5% that the interest rate goes up, your buying power is going to go down by $50,000. So remember, every 0.5% will decrease your buying power by $50,000. Okay? 0.5% higher interest rate, rates go up 0.5%, your buying power goes down 50,000. Okay, so don't forget that. That's an important thing. So, yeah, you can get 300,000 right now, but I'm going to tell you, like 2 months ago, you could have got 350 because the rates were lower 2 months ago. So, and here's the thing, guys, that I don't control interest rates. You don't control interest rates. The banks don't really control them. It's Wall Street. It's the Federal Reserve. The global economy. All of these factors are affecting interest rates. So, as much as I want to keep rates low because I'm a lender and I want to give people loans, I don't have any control on it. I was doing loans when I first started where a 30-year fix was, 7%, and people were still getting loans. And you're thinking, wow, a 30-year fix at 7%, that's crazy. Yeah, but they were there. They were out there, and people were getting those loans left and right. People were doing adjustable rates, and, it was crazy. It was a crazy time in 2004, So, and I'm not saying that we're going back to like a 7% rate, but I do think that, we are going for higher rates for sure. I do foresee that in the future. So, and I do have, I'm not concerned about 2022. Like I said, I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks. What do you guys think is going to happen? And what do you all think is going to happen next year? What's your prediction? I'd love to know what you guys think. I have my thoughts, but I don't know. So I'm signed up with Experian to check my credit today. I got an email from them stating my credit 671. That's probably pretty close, Ishmael. If Experian says your credit's 671, you're probably fairly close to that. Experian, I like the Experian app too, personally. And I noticed that my Experian score is fairly close to my FICO score. Now, what I will tell you, and it's funny, I was talking to a client about this earlier today. He was telling me that he was using Credit Karma to track his credit, and it was dead wrong. And all this time he was using Credit Karma, and then he had applied for a loan with another lender, and he thought at Credit Karma his credit was like 702, and they pulled it with FICO, and it was like 628. And he was really frustrated because he thought all along he was doing good, his credit score is fine, everything's okay. And then boom, the lender pulls his credit and says, look, man, you only got a 628 score, you don't qualify, right? And I said, look, man, yes, you have to use FICO, use my FICO, use Experian app that usually tracks FICO. Don't use Credit Karma because it doesn't give you the accurate score that lenders look at. And so I said, look, we can still help you. That's one thing that's cool about our company. We can help you to boost up your credit score. We can help you to get you pre-approved for the loan. So, and we can help you to do that. So the thing is that, and that's the biggest thing. So I would say Experian is okay. My FICO's okay. Annual credit report's okay. I don't have anything against Credit Karma. I just don't know how they help people when it comes to getting a mortgage loan, because Credit Karma is based off of Vantage per their website, and lenders don't use Vantage per qualification. Okay, so just be mindful of that, because you want to be looking at FICO, and lenders can use FICO score 2, 5, 8, 9. Thank you for your time. 2 questions. If someone defaults on a VA loan, can they ever get it back? Good questions. Appreciate that. So your questions are on VA loans. Yes, if you've defaulted on a VA loan in the past, you can still get another VA loan. You can definitely get an FHA loan or a conventional loan. The thing that if you want to get another VA loan, we'd have to see how much you have left on your entitlement. So on your certificate of eligibility, if you had a VA loan that was in default, you're going to have a certain amount charged to your entitlement, and then you're going to have a certain amount left over. Now we can access your bonus entitlement to determine how much more you can go up to. In other words, let's say that you had a foreclosure with a VA for $400,000 and they charge $20,000 against your entitlement. Well, you might have $16,000 left of entitlement, and what that means is you could probably buy another home. Let's just say, for example, I'm not saying you, I'm saying just in theory, up to $300,000. So the VA may say, well, though, you can have a second loan with the VA, but it's only for $300,000. So you could do that, or you could do a conventional loan up to $600,000, or FHA up to $400,000. So you'd have several different options that you can do, and it may be that you have enough entitlement with your VA where you can get the home that you want with the VA. We'd have to look at that though. We'd have to get your COE in and then run that calculation to see what you would qualify for, because it is possible, okay? It's possible to do, but we'd have to run the numbers to see how much you can get, okay? And then the other part of your question on the 100% on the taxes, definitely in Texas, if you're 100% disabled, the property taxes are waived for sure. Now California, I would say that for the most part, it depends on where you are in California. I've seen in some counties where it's up to the tax assessor of where you are in the state that you're in. Right, so like all of Texas, pretty much, if you're a disabled veteran, you don't pay property taxes. Florida's the same way. Now, but in California, I've seen it where some tax assessors, because you have to get a letter from the tax assessor showing that if you are a disabled veteran, that they're not going to charge you property taxes. So you have to go and get that letter. You have to produce that or show something on their website. If that tax assessor already has that and they can produce that document, then you're good. You don't have to pay the property taxes, and we'll take that out of your debt ratio and not put in your payment. Now, if you're with a county assessor that's unwilling to provide that information, then we cannot take it out of your payment. We can't take it out of your debt ratio, because the tax assessor refuses to take that out of your, to give you a letter, or it's not posted or published data on their website that they'll waive property taxes. Okay, So I hope that helps answer your question. Those are great questions, and we do a lot of VA loans, and a lot of people aren't aware of all the power that VA loans have. They have great, powerful products, very good loan programs. So we love helping veterans. We help a ton of veterans every single year. That's one of the things that we really shine and specialize on, is helping veterans. We do a lot of military veteran 100% financing, multifamily, single family, refinances, purchases. So we love to help our veterans. So if we can help you guys with any VA loan unit, you can always call or text us at 832-431-6331. Hey, good evening, Pink Lady. I hope you're doing well. So I appreciate all the reviews that everyone's done for the company. Remember, if you guys leave Angelo Christian Mortgage a great Google review, we hook you up with an Amazon gift card. That's a really powerful thing for us. You can leave a great review on Angelo Christian Mortgage and then send us your email, and we'll hook you up and send you a great, wonderful Amazon gift card for leaving us a great review on Google. We're trying to grow our Google. My goal is to get to 1,000 Google reviews by next year. Today we have 377. Hey Shirley, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for all you guys watching the show on the channel. We love you guys. We appreciate every one of what you do. It means a lot to us. That's why we're here, to help make a difference. We work very hard to educate you, to empower you, to teach you guys and show you the way. So, but great questions. And if you guys have any other questions, please feel free to let me know. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. I did talk about Zillow a little bit, and I talked about 2022, what I'm predicting for next year as we go into next year. And then on interest rates, oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. So on interest rates, I do think that, like I said, that you're going to start to see a gradual, slow climb back up in interest rates. And I think you're going to see more adjustable rate products come out, more interest-only products come out as we, go through a rising interest rate, inflationary environment. You're going to see probably more creative type financing. And so I wouldn't be surprised, because if you think about it, you have inflation going up, the cost of housing is rising. You're going to see more interesting loan products come out to meet the demand, and to make homes affordable. You could see a 40-year mortgage, a 50-year mortgage, interest-only loan, whatever they can do to make the payment affordable. If interest rates are going to adjustable rate, back when I first started, adjustable rate was the way to go. The first loan I had was an adjustable rate. Why? Because adjustable rates were lower than 30-year fixed rates. If you get an adjustable rate for 2% or a fixed rate for 5%, which one would you do? And back then it was a no-brainer. That's what we did. We did the adjustable rate because the rate was lower. And most people did that because their payment was cheaper. That could happen again. And we've seen it. We've lived through that before. And I wouldn't be surprised if we go through that again sometime in the near future. So it's something that's definitely on the horizon. And I don't believe that the past equals the future, but it just seems that, everything's going up. Your food's going up. Go to the grocery store. I couldn't believe this. I was in the grocery store about 2 weeks ago. And I was looking at, I'm a meat eater. I love steak. And I was looking at the butcher shop, and I was looking at like Wagyu, ribeyes, fillets. And I kid you not, like 6 months ago, you could get, filet tenderloin for $25 a pound. The price shot up to $33 in 6 months. So if the price of your meat's going up and the price of your produce, your gas, your utilities, cost of living's rising, interest rates are going to go higher too. So, and you have to think about that. Everything's going to go higher. So that's the cost for your haircut, the cost for your hotel, the cost for your airlines, the cost for your t-shirt, the cost for your lights. All that stuff's going to go higher. And when that stuff goes higher, your interest rates are going to go higher too, because everything has to go up, right? So now what is concerning, we're here. We're here under this administration, and that's and everyone has their own opinion on that. Great question. I'm going to answer that for you, Pink Lady, on the bank statements. So anyway, what I was going to earlier is, the thing that what I probably is not going to go up is wages. Wages are not going up at the rate of everything else, the other inflationary items. So what is somewhat long-term concerning to me is, I mean, have your wages gone up at all? Maybe raise your hand if has your pay gone up? Can anyone honestly? $4.90 a gallon is insane. But let me ask you, Angela, has your pay gone up? Has your pay gone up to pay for that gas? Because that's what I'm worried about. Is your gas prices went up, your meat prices went up, but your wages stayed flat. So how are you going to pay? How are you going to pay for that stuff? That's what I'm worried about. And I don't know if America, yeah, that's right. My pay hasn't gone up either. So my fear is that we long term, I don't know if America has a very good plan for that. You haven't raised your prices, but see, Pink Lady, all your other stuff, your other stuff around you is going from price. So my worry, and that's what I, long term, what I am very worried about is I don't know how people are going to afford stuff. And what does that mean? Usually what that leans into is recession, depression. And I'm not a doom and gloom guy. I'm a very optimistic, positive guy. But when I see prices of everything going so high and people's wages are not, they're not in correspondence. Appreciate you, Ange Haas, for watching the show on the channel. That means a lot to us. When people's wages are not consistently in line. Well, it's for truck drivers. Yeah, there is a shortage of drivers. Yeah. I was actually getting an Uber lift a couple weeks ago, and he said there was a huge shortage of Uber drivers too. And so, and if that's the case, you might see an increase in pay there. I don't know. Has your pay gone up, Ishmael? Has your income gone up? Maybe it has. I'm not sure. But, the thing that I am concerned about that over the long haul, because I think that it could be a problem for America because that usually, if you look at it historically, if you have inflation happening, but wages are staying the same, that's when usually you have a contraction and growth in the U.S. economy because people can't afford all this stuff. Okay, so that's usually, and I'm not an economist. Okay, but I've lived through recessions, and I went to school for finance. Hello, Angelo Christian. How's business? Good to see you, man. Good. Business is awesome right now, man. Thank you so much for asking, Rodney. But that is the sign of a recession. So how does Zillow's choice to lay off its people affect the mortgage industry? Yeah, that's Ryan. That's a great question. That's what I was talking about earlier. The thing is that it's just like anything else in the world. It's good. There's going to be good and bad from it, right? You're going to have people that lose their job. Other mortgage companies will pick them up and hire them. You'll have, I'll be at 100,000 or more by the end of this year. Awesome, Ishmael. That's great. Good for you, buddy. But you have, for Zillow, there could be a somewhat of a mild pullback in house prices. It's going to affect Zillow. It's going to affect their books. It's going to affect their stock price. But it could be an opportunity for other companies. Consumers could pick up properties maybe a little bit cheaper. Other companies could hire the talent from Zillow when they do their layoffs. Usually when there's a massive layoff, other people will recruit and hire. We've gotten resumes from a lot of Zillow employees or ex-employees. It's kind of like one of those things that it's like, evolution and Darwinism when, this particular company is cratering, and they're not cratering, they'll make it through it, but when they're going through this restructuring, it could be other opportunities for other companies too. So I don't think Zillow was definitely not big enough to hurt, the stock market or the global economy. But it's just interesting because it's like a warning sign, and that's what we were talking about earlier. So, hey, what's going on, Mr. Johnson? Appreciate you watching the show and the channel. So, but yeah, that's my take on Zillow, my prediction for 2022, what I think about the interest rates in the U.S. economy going into in the 2022 in the future. Now, Pink Lady, you had a question earlier that about your specific situation and getting a loan, and you're self-employed and you just opened up a bank account 3 months ago. So let me see, can someone work for your company remotely? Or no, you can work remote. We have remote workers all over the country. If you're good enough and you know what you're doing, you can work remote. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ryan. What do you think? What's your thinking, Ryan? What do you think how this is going to affect everything? I'm curious to know what you think. I like to know what you think too and your feedback. So, no, you guys, you don't have to work in I prefer, if you're new in the industry, yeah, you have to come work in our office or one of our locations. But if you're very experienced and seasoned, then you can work remote. Usually what a lot of people do is they'll come work with us for many years and then go start their own office, under our company. Like we've had people go all over the country to open up their own location. So maybe that's you. Or maybe you're very seasoned, you work for a different company and you just need to come to our office for training, and then you can go work remote wherever you are. If you're brand new in the industry, yeah, you have to come work in our office because you have to be trained because the job is very complicated. Okay? So, but anyway, Pink Lady, going back to answer your question, you have a few different options that you can do. You can wait another 9 months and have 12 months of bank statements, do a bank statement program. Okay? And those are start with 10% down. You could get a house right now and do no documentation loan, but you have to put 25% down, and you don't need to have the 12 months of bank statements. Or you can file 2 years of taxes, 2021, and then put 3.5% down and get a first-time buyer program. So you have 3 different options that you can do. So you can either wait another 9 months, have 12 months of bank statements, do a bank statement loan with 10% down, do a no-doc loan with 25% down, or third, file 2 years of taxes, do a first-time buyer, a conventional FHA loan. So it's really up to you and what you're able and willing to do, okay? So I hope that helps answer your question, because, you have a lot of options. And that's the thing, we give people options here with our company. We give people options on what they can and cannot do. So what other questions? Anyone else have any questions that we can answer for you guys? And you guys, you can give me your feedback, your thoughts on what you think about the Zillow interest rates, the future. Is there a limit on the amount of a home for sale when trying to get a USDA? That's a great question. There's no limit with USDA. Okay. Okay, well, you can also do 1 year of tax return for self-employed. We have a 1 year tax return for self-employed, so we could just use your 2021 taxes. That's another option that you can do. You don't need 2 years of taxes. You could do a 1 year tax return, but then you have to put 10% down. And you have to have at least a 680 credit score for that program. So you can do 1 year of taxes too. That's another option that you can do. But anyway, no limit on USDA. There's no limit on USDA. But there's an income limit, there's a debt ratio limit, and that's what's going to constrict you on USDA. So there is no purchase price limit, okay, but that doesn't mean you can buy $1 million house with USDA. It's not for millionaires. What you can do is you can buy a home with no money down, 100% financing, get a low fixed rate, but the debt ratio is usually capped at 45%, and there's income limits in your county. From 0 to 4 family is usually up to $90,000 max income, and 5 family can go up to maybe $120,000, $130,000 of income. So you have these other restrictions that are going to constrict you or contain you on how much you can go up to. Generally speaking, the most that I've seen USDA allow or go up to is like 400,000 to 500,000 maximum. And I would not expect to get a $700,000 or $800,000 $1 million house with USDA. And don't expect to get a multifamily with USDA. They don't do that. USDA is for single family. It's possible, but I have to look at your whole file. I have to take a look at your whole file, your credit, your income, your debt ratio, your assets, and then I can tell you. New York City apartment rental. The only thing, Mike, I'm going to tell you, I don't have a lot of information on that because I don't do rentals. We're mainly a lender, and I wouldn't know. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. I don't know everything, guys. So I don't want to mislead anybody anyway. I don't know about I know that New York is obviously, New York City is one of the strongest markets in the world. I would imagine that the rental market is still insane and very strong. But I don't have, everything I do is on loan and sale side, sale of real estate, lending. You may know more about it than I do. I don't want to tell you something I don't know. I can tell you that lending in New York, the lending side in the last year has been kind of slow. It's been slower. We've seen interestingly, and I'm talking about, because we lend nationwide, more people getting out of, the metropolitan area, the big city, and exchanging, location for property, for more square footage. Moving out to the suburbs, people are leaving the big city, going into the suburbs. Overestimating. Yeah, that's the thing what happened with Zillow, right? The issue that everyone's saying happened with Zillow. They got greedy and overestimated, and now they look like they're going to be suffering. They're going to be in a lot of pain. So, but anyway, on New York, what I've seen, because we lend all over. We lend in New York, we lend in California, Hawaii. A lot of people are leaving the big city. And not everybody is, and don't think about it. I'm generalizing, very general. They're leaving the big city, trying to move to suburbia because they can get a 4,000 square foot house for the same price as 1,000 square feet in the city, right? And because with COVID now, people are working remote. They're like, oh, why do I have to live in LA? Why do I have to live in San Diego? I can live in Virginia. I can live in Austin. I can live in Boise. I can live in Salt Lake or whatever, right? Because I can work remote. So that's the thinking that you're seeing. It's been very interesting for the first time ever that we've seen something like that. I talk about my brother that lived in the city, moved out of the city and bought a house in the country because he could double his square footage for the same price. And I asked him, hey man, why'd you do that? He said, well, why not? I can get more land. I almost have a half-acre land, a 5,500 square foot house, and before I lived on a little 10,000 square foot lot with half the square footage for the same price. Hey, Ivy, good evening. How are you? Have a question? Sure. What's your question, Ivy? Absolutely. Ask me your question. I'm happy to answer that. So my point is that I don't know about the New York City apartment rentals. I just know that, it's been slower for us in New York. Yes, Ivy, yes, there is PMI on USDA loans. That's a great question. It's a very small amount. So every mortgage for the government, FHA, VA, USDA has some type of mortgage insurance. FHA is 0.85, USDA is 0.5. And so it's on there for the life of the loan. So however long, it doesn't matter how much equity you have, the mortgage insurance stays on there for the life of the loan forever. Now, if you're a veteran, if you're a disabled veteran, they will waive the mortgage insurance fee. That's a really cool feature with VA loans. But FHA and USDA, you have to pay PMI. So, and we have a lot of videos on our YouTube channel. We produce videos Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday on YouTube. And you can watch those videos every single week, 4 of them a week. And Thanks, Angelo. Soon I'm shooting for January. Awesome. Pink Lady, we love you. Appreciate you for watching the show and the channel. That means a lot to us. So we want to help you to get into your home and make it happen. So I contacted your company today about getting a loan for a credit repair. I tried to do the credit check, but for some reason, denied my payment. Call us and then we can help you to see how we can help you to order your credit. Why do you have to pay for it? Because the credit bureaus charge to order your credit. The credit bureaus charge $43, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. That's a fee you have to pay directly to them. You're not paying that to me. You're paying that to the credit bureaus. They charge, just like how you have to pay to go to the dentist, pay for your coffee, pay for your McDonald's, pay for your Starbucks. Everybody charges, and you have to pay for it. It's part of the process. You know, you're not paying me that money. You have to pay that to the credit bureaus. They charge. But if you call me tomorrow or call our office, we'll help you to get that credit report ordered. We'll get that taken care of for you to get that order for you. We'll help you out with that. So call us tomorrow or text us at 832-431-6331, and we'll help you to get that credit report ordered. We'll make sure that's taken care of for you. No problem. So, but that's a great question. Yeah, I wish it was free. I wish the credit reports were free, but I don't make the rules on that. You know, it's something that they charge for. So anyway, this is fair enough. Yeah, we'll get it taken care of. Don't worry. We'll get you squared away. It'll all be good in the end, I promise you. So yeah, so anyway, that's the main things I want to talk about tonight. Remember, you know, please leave us a good review on Angelo Christian. I heard that if you have a single family home, but if you buy another house, it's not counted in the debt income ratio. Not with USDA. With USDA, it is counted in the debt ratio, Ivy. But if you do conventional, then you can omit the other property out of your debt ratio. Only conventional will allow that. The only way you can omit a secondary home out of your debt ratio is if you've claimed it on your tax returns prior and you have a lease agreement and you've claimed it on your tax returns as a rental property. That's the only way you can omit it for FHA and USDA. Conventional is the only program that when you're departing a property, you want to go purchase another property, you can use the lease agreement, not to count into your debt ratio. So, and we have a lot of videos that we talk about on that too. You can surf through our channel on YouTube. We have over 750 videos on our YouTube channel, and you can share those with people. We talk about everything on there: conventional, FHA, hard money, credit repair, I mean, all construction loans, VA loans. I mean, there's so many videos on there, it's insane. You could watch 100,000 hours on there. And we talk about all different types of loan programs. So anyway, we've been doing this all year. We love doing the Talk with Angelo. We're going to keep doing it. We appreciate everything, guys. We love you guys so much. So, and remember, we're giving away free Amazon gift cards. If you go to Google, give us a 5-star review, send us your email. We'll email you up and hook you up with an Amazon gift card. We're going to keep doing that forever. My goal next year is to have 1,000 Google reviews. We have 375-ish right now on Google. I want 1,000 reviews. That hasn't changed yet, Ivy. Yes, that's been proposed. That hasn't gone into law yet on the student loans. So, yeah, but once it is, we'll definitely let you know for sure. So, but yes, give us a good Google review, you know, and we'll hook you up with an Amazon gift card. Now, remember, we also give away a free Amazon gift card every week on the show. So I want to hurry up and get you guys your money. I know everyone wants to, they're anxious to round up tonight, wrap up. So for the $100 Amazon gift card, the question is, we talked about this earlier in the show, so let me see who was paying attention. So the question is, for the winner of the $100 Amazon gift card, the way it works is whoever responds first accurately and correctly and first wins the $100 Amazon gift card. You text us your email to 832-431-6331. Text us your email and we'll give you that free Amazon gift card. So the question for the $100 prize is, for every 0.5% the interest rate goes up, how much does it affect your buying power? For every 0.5% the interest rate rises, how much does it affect your buying power? I said it earlier in the show. Whoever answers that first correctly is going to win the free Amazon gift card. So please answer in the chat box below and then text us your email to get the free Amazon. What is it? Free. So what is it? So, okay, Angeli, what was it? So for every 0.5%, that's right, every 0.5%, an interest rate goes up. How much does it affect your buying power? You got it. So Pink Lady and Angeli got it. You both won the Amazon gift card. Congratulations. You both are paying attention on the show, and you learned a new thing today. You guys get that? So if interest rates go up 0.5%, it's going to lower your buying power on how much you can buy in a house by $50,000. Angeli got it. Pink Lady got it. Raymond, you got it too. Raymond got it too. So Raymond, text me your email address. It's 832-431-6331 to get your Amazon gift card. Don't forget Raymond. Don't forget Angeli. Ishmael is $50,000. Don't forget Pink Lady. Text me your email address so we can hook you up, get you paid, get you your money, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Angelo Christian. And Ivy, you can text me too. Text me your email address because you did a good job tonight too. We'll hook you up with that Amazon gift card. Ivy, text me your email, 832-431-6331. We'll hook you up with that Amazon gift card. Ivy, don't forget, guys, so you can all get your free Amazon gift card. Pink Lady, Angeli, Ivan, Raymond, everybody text me your email so we can get you your free Amazon gift card tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. And you too, Johnson, Roed, another Johnson, text me your email. We'll give you an Amazon gift card too. Don't forget, text me your email. All you guys are going to get gift cards tonight. So don't forget, the only way I can get you a gift card though, you got to text me your email. Text me at 832-431-6331. Thank you guys so much. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye. Let's do it.